What's going on, producers? In this video, I'm gonna break down a loop that I made that's in the style of Lil Baby, Money Man, Moneybagg Yo, and hopefully you guys can learn something. If not, hopefully you guys can just catch a vibe and just, listen to my curations. So here we are in FL Studio. I kind of have this default layout right here that comes with FL Studio 21 with the update. Kind of enjoy it. I found myself kind of rearranging a lot of these windows a lot, so I've been sticking with this layout. Don't call me a noob or nothing. I'm kind of still messing around with it, but anyway, here's the loop that we're working with, and then I'll explain it afterwards. Pretty bare bones, pretty simple. I kind of try to keep my loops, texturally open, just so that, if a producer decides to use it, they can add their own little spin, add in some other layers if they choose to do so. Also, for artist purposes, it's a lot more pleasurable because they can have a lot more room to work with to add their own the beats for the artist. So you got to keep enough room for the artist. I'm sure everyone knows that, but just wanted to throw that out there in case you thought this was extremely simple. So here we go. The first thing I started with was these piano chords. I knew I wanted this sort of chord progression where it starts in the root and then goes down, and then goes down further. And I like this sort of cadence here where it hits on like every downbeat pretty much, especially so, when doing this, the bass to complement it will be, the sort of the same thing. And I really like that bounce where it just kind of hits on every downbeat. It just sounds very ominous. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's cool. So I started with this piano from Labs. Bring it up. It's just the capstan upright. And I started out with these chords. It looks like it's sort of like a B minor chord a little bit. Honestly, I don't even really know. But you got the B here, you got the fifth right here, and then you got the fifth, down another octave, and then that creates the main chord that plays throughout. And then I added in this note right here to just add some variation, and then some further variation at the last two bars. So then, by itself, this is what it sounds like. And then just for the mixing purposes, all I did was add an EQ, and then I had a reverb in, but I didn't really like the way it sounded, so I took it out. So that's that, and then I added in another variation of the same piano here, where I had these top lines playing. Just kind of speeds up the momentum a little bit, and then plus with the bass, it really picks up. And then with the transition into this section, it really picks up the pace of the beat or the loop. Like the way that sounds. I think that's really, really fire. For this first section though, what I did to after I add this piano, so I actually started this loop with this textural layer in it, and what I did was I actually took out a lot of the lows, a lot of the highs, and just kept the higher mids, and then I added in Looperator just to give it a little more of a bounce and variation. So yeah, I just thought this was a really, really cool layer to add in. It kind of helps build up the momentum. So this is it by itself. And that's using Trusty Dusty Omnisphere. So what I did for this one is I went to Omnisphere, I went into category, went to textures playable, and then I went to the mood. and then I think I chose Euphoric or something like that, and then I found this one. So after I had these sort of 3 layers with the initial piano and then the variation of the piano with the texture, I was looking in for some effects just to round out the loop, and this is what I found from this one kit by Starboy Rob, this cool little bird effect, and this is what it sounds like. That really opens up the loop, drives the momentum, and since the chords are playing on kind of every downbeat, it really helps pick up the pace and open it up a lot. And then in that first phrase, I also have this sort of piano counter playing with it. It's only just a couple of notes, and it repeats, and then I take it out here and then bring it back, and then I take it out for the whole second half. But this is what it sounds like. Very simple, plays its role, and yeah, that's about it. So then the first section, all in all, is like this. I really try to let the main melody, or all the sort of melodies in the each section, kind of shine, and I try not to have one layer overbear another. I try to let every layer kind of do its part, and I think that's how you make cohesive melodies. For some more textures that I added in this really cool crowd noise that I got from Rio's 25K kit, and this is what that sounds like. I thought that was super dope, and it really fit the vibe of this. And then on top of that, I added this cool effect from that same Starboy Rob kit, and it's called Mommy Alert. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like an Amber Alert, sort of thing. And then I added this sort of transition effect just to kind of, transition between the first section and the second section. So this is what that sounds like. And then over here, which is kind of the last layer, or I'll play this one layer. This is just literally just bird noises. I always like throwing in some like soundscapes or textures just to like make it more lively. And literally only plays for 2 bars, and that's it. Straight birds, nothing added or anything to it. And then this is some boys choir that I got from Omnisphere. I just add some more tension. I'll show you guys what the preset is. It's called Boys Choir A-E-E-U. I thought it fit really nice, so I threw it in. And then, with that being said, this is the whole second phrase of the loop. Really like those Amber Alert things. I think that really spices it up a little bit, makes a lot more tension, and just makes it more ominous in general. Lil Baby goes crazy on these sort of dark, ominous beats, and so I think the textures are very important. Once you have a nice foundation in terms of the initial main melody, the textures really drives the loops, and I try to really create as much space as possible while making it interesting. I intended on making this live. I intended on making this a video where I make the beat or make the loop while I make the video, but I was having trouble with OBS, so this is what we're working with now. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. I'm going to be making a lot more loops over the course of the next few months and throughout the year. So I plan on really releasing a ton of content, just loop breakdowns, trying to collaborate with as much people as possible. So if you guys want this loop, or have any feedback, send me a comment, send me a DM. You can email me, that will be in the description, and I hope you guys enjoyed.